Hi, my name is Jason. I am a restaurant owner here in Truro. I am a community teacher and coach. I have two very active kids who are involved in all kinds of sports. And when we can, we try and squeeze in a little bit of skiing, just all the fun things that families like to do. We try and fit them into our busy life like everyone else. We are very fortunate to have a Nissan Titan truck, which allows us to do all of these things. It certainly is a great compliment to our family and how active we are. So what got me interested in the new Nissan Titan in 2017 was it was a phenomenal looking truck, which then caused me to do a little more research. At that point in time, I had already had a truck that wasn't even 24 months old in a previous lease from another manufacturer. So I didn't think it could really happen, but then having spoken to the GM at one of our local Truro dealership, he said, come on in, Jay, let's just have a look and we'll see what we can do. They took in my other truck for the weekend. They gave me a 2017 for the weekend, so we all know how that works. When I showed up to the dealership to drop mine off for the weekend, I was told that the intent was to put it in an online auction to see if we could reach more people and garner more interest in it. When I brought the truck back the following Monday, not knowing what to expect, come to find out, they were able to get a good price for it. Actually, such a good price that I was able to put extra money towards the Titan lease. So you can probably see where this is going. On top of that, the family and I were able to use it for that weekend and do some of the things that I spoke about earlier. The kids were all over it. My wife was excited about it, and to get into it for actually a lower payment than what I had originally had, it was kind of a no-brainer and just made sense. So I've had the Titan for 2 years now, and some of the things that we've done with it have just proven itself to be extremely useful. As being a hockey coach, families are busy and you're often carpooling, so I can easily grab 4 hockey players. One of those could be the goalie, and we know how big goalie gear is with pads and whatnot, and it all just fits in the truck, sticks hanging out the back, and we all just go, and it just makes things easy. In terms of its use at the restaurant, it's also extremely handy. We have to lug all of our patio furniture on and off our deck once a year. We're constantly bringing in decorations for change of season, whether it's Halloween, Christmas. Shortly after getting the Titan, we opened up the restaurant, and one of the things that I had acquired was a billboard on the side of the highway. We've all seen these signs. They're like 30 by 40. Some of them are in some pretty remote locations, and our first winter, 3 of the panels had blown off the side. So I contacted the farmer whose field it's in, not realizing that the only way to actually get to the sign was to take the truck through the middle of a cow barn of 100 cattle, and then we finally were able to get to that sign. We backed to Tighten up. There was 2 of us there. We were running our ladders off the back of the truck, and I had 7 or 8 2x4s that had to be cut to a specific length to repair it. We plugged in the skill saw to the back of the truck, the plug that's in the bed, and cut them to proper length. And had I not had my Titan, I would have had to figure out some other power source of some kind, or had them pre-cut. And at that point in time, I didn't know what length that they were going to be. So everything worked out great. In the summer, we camp a lot. I was interested to see how well the Titan pulled a 30-foot camper. I was pleasantly surprised that it had absolutely no problem. I felt actually more comfortable in this truck than I did in my previous one. It holds everything and hauls great. And when we get to a location, it's with all the cameras that come equipped on the Titan, it's easy to back up and you're ready to set things up and let the kids loose. One of the funny things that's kind of happened, I've gotten the tent that actually goes in the back of the truck. The kids now don't want to stay in the camper. They actually, Dad, can I sleep in the truck? What do you mean? Well, can I sleep in the tent in the back of the truck instead of the camper? So we're working through the excitement of the tent in the truck, and it's just one more fun thing that we're doing with it. Throughout the entire experience, the Truro Nissan team has been phenomenal. Being a local business owner, I can appreciate buying local, and sometimes people think, well, buying a vehicle locally, sometimes you may not get the best deal or have as wide of an inventory to choose from. That hasn't been my experience with them. I take pride in the fact that I was able to support a local business, and from the service team to the sales team to everybody involved, I haven't had any issues whatsoever, and it's been a very positive experience. Since the purchase of my truck, I've probably recommended Truro Nissan to probably 4 or 5 different people. 3 or 4 of them now are new Nissan owners. So as a business owner myself, I wouldn't send someone in a direction that I didn't think that they were going to be treated the way that I was treated. So I give them, huge props for doing that. Great dealership.